I'm Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions. Today I want to talk about setting your own rules. One of the areas in which I've set a set of rules for myself is my early morning success block, my focused 2-hour block of time that I'm working in. I know that in order to have a successful day, I need uninterrupted time to work on the projects that I've already determined are most important to the work that I'm doing. So during that time, first thing in the morning, I have some rules that I've set for myself to make sure that I don't get distracted, that I don't get pulled into something that I don't need to be. So first and foremost, one of my rules is I don't check email first thing in the morning before this focused work block. The other rules, I try not to, I don't check social media before that. I don't want to get pulled into something distracting. Also, when I'm in that focused work block, I turn off all notifications. There's nothing on my phone. There's nothing on my desktop. No Slack messages are going to come through. No email notifications, text messages, no phone calls are going to get through during that very focused work block. There is really one exception to that rule, and that is if my wife happens to call me during that focused work block, then I will ignore it first. I usually ignore the first call that comes through because I'm working. But if she needs me, if it's really urgent, she knows to call me a second time and interrupt me. That applies to meetings as well. Anything that I'm doing, if I'm on a coaching call with a client, I've always expressed that the only thing that would interrupt me is if my wife or one of my kids called me twice. That's our bat signal that says something's wrong and I need you urgently. And that's a decision I've made. Here's another, the rule is based on how I want to get information, or how I want information to get through to me or not get through to me. I've decided ahead of time the information that is important to me and the people that are important to me that can interrupt that sort of thing. Obviously, my clients are first, and that's why I don't answer the first call in that situation. But in an emergency, my family is going to supersede that for sure. This is a set of rules that I've established based on the way that I want to work, what I know works for me in order to get the things done that I need to get done, and for the information to flow in that needs to get there or keep out. There are so many ways that you can establish rules for yourself throughout the day, how you're going to approach certain aspects of your day. Are there rules that you have for space that you need before and after a meeting? I like to set up 15 minutes before a coaching call and 15 minutes after a coaching call. That gives me time to re-engage and prepare and make sure that I'm fully present for the person I'm about to coach. And then after the call, I have 15 minutes where I can make any notes and kind of let go of that before I move on to something else. That's how my brain works. It's a rule that I needed to establish to make sure that I can be fully attentive with the person I'm about to meet with. It gives me that time and space to do that and capture any remaining thoughts at the end. So whatever you do, however you need to operate, you actually have control of the rules that you need to set. And I would encourage you to look at different aspects of your day and what it is that keeps you sometimes from doing the things that are most important to you, and what rules might you need to establish for yourself in order to get those things done. I'm Rob Hatch, and this has been Simple Decisions.